Guys, we're rolling. Episode 105. Good morning. Wholesome parties. You guys are having wholesome parties. You know what I mean by that? Ian, come on over. We got booze. We got everything you need. We're having a good time. Come on over. Guess what? Your kids are everywhere. Your wives are everywhere. I don't know if you got everything you want. And it is true where people's wives are super cool. You guys, my boys, you got cool wives, man. But let's be honest. I can't say everything I want to say around your wife. I just can't. It doesn't work that way. Vice versa, right? Ladies, like if I'm a female comic, right, ladies? Right? When you're around your girls, you can talk all the shit you want. But if your man's around, you lie about fucking everything. But I'm telling you, wholesome parties, man, I've had enough. You know, it's the same with like, say, I'm going to say it, quote unquote, industry parties, whatever that is, right? Whatever industry you're in, an industry party. Like, say I went to an agency's party, right? And it's full of whatever. Musicians, actors, artists, voiceover artists, whatever the fuck. Everybody is afraid to say anything, it seems. Everyone's just like, you know, not me, son. I'm getting hammered. Okay, I'm going to get hammered. I'm going to make fun of somebody. Something's going to go down. I want debauchery at parties, okay? This is what I want, right? Have you ever seen The Boys, that show The Boys that's on Prime? It's on Amazon Prime. And all the superheroes are kind of like assholes, I guess. You know, what if superheroes were assholes? I'm not going to tell you the whole thing of the show. But I watched first, here's what I do in seasons. I watch the first episode, and then I watch the last episode of the season. That's how I get to know the season, because I'm not going to stick through the whole thing. But there's a scene where all the supers, all the people with superpowers are having this. They go into the woods and have like a debaucherous sex party, drugs, superhero type sex, food. It's fun. It's all good. That's what I want. I'm not saying I want all the sex and all the drugs or anything. I just want it around. I want it around. I want people to have fun. People are not having fun. Let's be honest. You guys are showing up to these parties, and you're not having fun. Nope. You're worried about what you're going to say. You're worried about offending anybody. You're worried about asking for fun, which I always, I always go, so what's up with the cocaine situation around here? I say that all the time at parties, and it makes people very uncomfortable these days, which is funny. Where your boy here doesn't do coke. Nope. No. I may scoop some and put it in my gum. Nah. But what I'm saying is if I'm at one of these parties and I go, what's up with the cocaine situation? And you guys get fucking awkward. It's weird. Okay? It's weird. Let me take a drink of water here. Now I'm getting fired up. Now I'm getting all upset. Don't be awkward at parties now. Everybody's awkward at parties. Let's get drinks. Let's get hammered. There's a reason why you're at a party, right? I'm not saying act a fool, you know, like Vince Vaughn in Wedding Crashers. I'm just saying have some fun. You guys aren't having fun. I'm going to parties where it's really just people getting together and staring at each other. I can't have it. I can't have it, guys. I need somebody. I need a fight. I need someone to get caught having sex in the bathroom. I need a cocaine bar. Okay, let's go. Whether I participate or not, whether we all participate or not, I want it around. Let's have fun parties, gambling. I want some gambling going on, activities, right? I was just talking to Justin over here, and he says he wants activities, axe throwing. Let's get a gun range. Come on. Let's get one of these mansions with a gun range. That's a party, right? Let's have some fun. Body shots. Remember body shots? Drinking some terrible fucking made up, juiced up liquor out of some chick's stomach. Fuck it. Do it. Have some fun. Man, you guys are getting boring. Getting boring at, or maybe I'm getting boring. Maybe it's me. But should I be the life of the party? No. Mm-mm. I'm at the age now. I'm hanging back. I kick back. I want to see it. For God's sakes, step it up, guys. Step it up. Think about it. For you, the guys listening to the sound of my voice, think about your ultimate party. I mean, what if money is no object, right? I talk about it quite a bit because it's interesting. Because even if I'm going to these mansion parties, oh my, boring, nothing's happening. Either that or maybe I'm not invited to the fun part of the party. Because I have seen those where in face value, the front room, it's all getting to know each other, having glasses of white wine. And in the back is cocaine, debauchery, and whiskey. I like it, right? Why not? And you all do too, by the way. Who doesn't like that? Now, of course, if people are being assholes, of course you don't like it. But if everyone's being nice to each other, and it's awesome, you're meeting cool people, and you're like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, nice to meet you, right? What do you do? I own a construction business. Oh, very cool, right? It's all good. And then you're having fun. They call it breaking bread, but you're breaking lines. Breaking lines is what you're doing. Why is that bad? Well, look, these days you don't want to jump into that cocaine, man, with all the fentanyl and all that stuff. But what about some shots of whiskey? What about some strippers? What's wrong with strippers? Let's go. Get them in. Have them around. I think the strippers aren't as enthused anymore either. Like I think back in the day, I think the strippers are more enthused to be hired for the party. I think they just sit there now on if you see a stripper sitting there and she's on Instagram, she's just scrolling through Instagram, that's a problem. Right? You hire a bartender, he's on Instagram, that's a problem. I wonder if they still had, I used to date this girl and she worked for, I think it was called Beautiful Bartenders. It was like an independent thing where you can hire bartenders for your party, but they're hot, guys and gals. And she would get hired for these things. I wonder if you're not allowed to do that anymore. I might be afraid to hire a stranger to do that. Come back and say they were sexually harassed because someone looked at her cans, but you can't help it because she has double D cans and they're on display. So you can't help but look at it. Women and men like cans, let's be honest. So what do you do these days, right? The hiring of the strippers seems to be a thing of the past almost, or maybe just in my circle. Because we used to, you'd hire strippers for bachelor parties, you hire strippers for whatever, for special events. That was part of the deal. You hire strippers. It's fun. Why not? That seems to be a thing of the past almost. I wonder if that's still going down. Because I know strip clubs are still available, but maybe it's just here in Southern California too. We should do a strip club tour. That'd be fun, right? Travel around, checking out the strip clubs in every area. Oh my God, that sounds like fun. Even the bad ones, the chicks with bullet holes and C-sections. Like, that'll be fun. It's a fun story. Oh my God, I'm going to do that. Hell yeah, why not? Maybe in this new year, me and the crew, we're going to take a little strip club tour, right? That sounds fun. I'd have to say, if you guys know any fantastic strip clubs that are still throwing it down, let me know, because I want to promote them. Because I think it's hard to have a successful strip club these days, don't you? People aren't going. I think it's harder to run that business. Now I know the library in Orange County is still doing pretty well, but it's like I think in the whole scheme of things that there's so much OnlyFans. And there's so much porn that's available to see. It almost seems like the strip clubs may be suffering from that, because the strip club is the minor of the two, right? I guess so. I guess it is. Maybe not porn, but like OnlyFans. I guess OnlyFans If you're just a bikini gal on OnlyFans, or you just show your feet, which is ridiculous. Who are actually feet guys? That trips me out. I don't know if I know one where it's like, I love the feet. Screw the ass and the cans. I'm going feet. Who does that? I don't know. I know a lot of brothers. I know a lot of the brothers out there are willing to feet for some reason, which is odd. When did that come about? I think that's a childhood fetish, I think. But getting back to it, it does seem like the fun is dissipating. And maybe because I've experienced more of the fun, so my dopamine receptors are already burnt. They're already calloused. That's a thing. I heard that. Is where if you've already experienced a lot of dopamine rushes, not from drugs, just say from life, okay? Huge dopamine rushes. In normal day-to-day and even fun get-togethers are not fun for you. I'm not saying they're not fun for me sometimes, but I'm just saying, I think, it's like say if a major league ball player hit a game-winning home run during a playoff game or something, and he retires, it's hard to get that feeling back. And you're searching. That's why a lot of athletes, musicians, actors, that's why a lot of them have depression, is because the dopamine receptors are calloused from having high dopamine in life. Because high dopamine in life is better than a drug. You could say, bullshit, Ian. I've done black tar heroin and it's incredible. Well, I haven't done black tar heroin and I'm sure it's incredible, but the high you get in huge numbers in life, I think, is higher than a short stint of heroin, right? Like if you're say whatever let's say Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses had huge dopamine rushes from playing giant crowds and being famous, whole 9 yards, get partying, whole thing. Now it's on a lull. So, of course, they had drug addictions. Of course. Now, I also think a lot of times drug addictions are bullshit for some of these famous people. I'm saying some. For some of these famous people, because it sells books. It sells albums. It sells the mystique. The mystique of being this dangerous, beautiful artist. Sorry, my phone's going off. I'm gonna have to block this. Yeah, being this beautiful artist that just rocks out, parties all day. And they never talk about how hard they work to get that good, though, by the way. So I think that's what happens. I think it's like this dopamine receptor gets calloused and you have a hard time having fun. I think a little bit of that is happening to me. I think a little bit, just a little bit. And I've never been at the point of Guns N' Roses, not even close. But I understand. And everything becomes the norm. So you think, wow, it's cool to get this. It's cool to get that. It's cool to... Like, I remember I would give anything to have a recording job. Any job recording music, any sort of art. I would do anything. Now I'm like, oh, God. Oh, I got to do this now. Oh, I got this shitty fucking voiceover artist coming in. Oh, God, I got to deal with that. I think you just start to get used to it. Playing shows, you're on tour, you're doing 30 dates. Those are usually, any of my tours are 30 dates. And you go, all right, that was a good show. It has to be better next show. Every show has to be better. And if it isn't, then you're like, well, that sucked. Right? And then it ruins your day. So I think there's something to that. Now you gotta put yourself in that category. You gotta go understand. Like I gotta go, Ian, your brain is just playing tricks on you. That was fun. It was a cool thing to do. And you have to not be down on it. Where I'm constantly like, that was lame. As to where other people in my band are like, that's amazing. And I go, whatever. Right? I'm burnt. I'm gonna not be like that though. You can't be like that. You gotta find the good in things. Although, like I do, the that old saying, "Stop and smell the roses." There's something to that. There's something definitely to that. Like last night, I was lying in bed watching a movie with my two dogs on each arm. That was nice. My dogs were out cold. They were positioned perfectly to where I was comfortable. That was nice. And I even took it in. I was like, this is nice. This will not last forever, but this is nice. So I think you do need to do that. Like as a veteran musician, veteran like fighters, I've heard UFC fighters say that when they first started, and they got their big win in the UFC and they made the walk and the whole thing. And they didn't have a chance to take it in because they were too nervous they didn't have a chance to take all that in. And then when they become veterans, they take in the walk to the octagon. They take in the fact that they're standing across from this other fighting legend. Then when they win, they take in the win. There's something to that. That is I guess that's a form of a motivational type speech I'm making. I guess that counts. Because there's nothing worse than motivational speeches, I guess. They do work on me, though. I am attracted to motivation quotes and motivational speeches. I like it. Why not? I like it. A lot of times it's bullshit. I know it is. Because I've seen the motivational posts from, say model chicks where they're like, being a strong woman's like being a lioness, whatever, right? And then they're posing with their legs spread and you can see their camel. Nothing wrong with that. God bless you. You're super hot. But the girl I'm talking about, I know you personally. Well, not the spread leg camel exactly, but it's another one. But I know girls like that personally. And you're depressed as fuck. I know you personally. And the quotes are bullshit because I talked to you right before you made the quote. So it's all bullshit. But I guess it doesn't matter that it's bullshit. Because if it does make you go, fuck yeah, girl. Like if you're a female, fuck yeah, girl. I'm going to step it up. Start doing squats. I think that's pretty good. I guess that's good, right? It's not bad. Because like the internet and all this shit is very, very new to everybody. So when you're kind of judging a girl for posting a bikini picture and a motivational quote, but she works at AAA insurance, you're kind of like, what are you doing? Now, are you trying to be a model? Are you trying to be a quote unquote influencer? Which I hate. I hate that word. I'm an influencer. Shut the fuck up. No, you're not. You're someone who creepy dudes all over creepy Indian dudes look at you. Influencer. They're not buying products. I think maybe they do. I think when you become an influencer at like a Kardashian level, I guess it does sell product. Like I've bought supplements from athletes before, sure. So I guess that does work. But it's funny. It's like, what's your occupation? I'm an influencer. Well, hold on. How is that an occupation? Like, I think that's a dumb word. Like, what's your occupation? Model, maybe, I guess, right? If all you do is show pictures. Podcaster. Sing, when they say, I like when they say singer, but I can't hear anything they've ever sung or see anything. It's only pictures of their ass. That's funny. But whatever floats your boat. I think the internet is so early still that people are just doing wacky shit. I mean, look, I'm doing a podcast right now on a small 8-channel board. I never thought that was possible digitally. And then it'll go through the airwaves almost in an hour. That's amazing. It is amazing, guys. I mean, let's stop and think about it. If you've ever been born before all this, it's amazing. So, by the way, man, I appreciate the crew, the listeners, the clan we got, the steady little clan we got. I like it. We're building slowly. I like it, though. So I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you at the shows. I'll see you at the pub. Cheers.